Knock this in, 31 pickup right here. Smart. Don't think about our offense. Guard for me, all right? Here we go, 1, 2, 3.
Inside Notre Dame Basketball with Mike Brey is brought to you by Team Notre Dame members Adidas, Gatorade, McDonald's, Coca-Cola, Sprint, and Xerox. Inside Notre Dame Basketball is also sponsored by Bank of America, Xfinity from Comcast, Mazda, Meyer, Notre Dame Federal Credit Union, Sirius XM Satellite Radio, and UPS.
Welcome, Irish fans, to this week's edition of Inside Notre Dame Basketball with Mike Brey. I'm Jack Nolan, joined as always by the head coach of the Fighting Irish. And Coach, your team is off to a terrific start, 14-1, the best start since you got on campus.
Great start, Jack. We really have come together and we've hit an offensive groove right now. We're confident, we're shooting the ball well, and one thing we've done from day one is pass the ball well.
It has been fun to watch once again. Now, when the Irish took a 2-week break for Christmas, so did Inside Notre Dame Basketball, meaning when we come back, we will return to last year, December 21st, and all the highlights of Notre Dame's final non-conference game of the year against Niagara right after this timeout.
The world was recently shocked to discover a primitive society.
They may not appear so different, but these people are still using outdated satellite TV. They've never lived in a world with Xfinity on demand. Never known what it's like to catch up on the latest shows anytime, on any device, and they have no idea what they're missing out on. Wait, are they signaling us? Nope, just adjusting their dishes. They do that a lot.
Don't settle for outdated satellite. Xfinity, the future of awesome.
Dad, listen, we're gonna go broke unless we figure out a way to divvy up the shared data plan fairly. So, whoever's fathered the most children gets the most data.
Let's just do it by hair.
Body hair?
Most dental work.
What? Stop downloading and stop liking everything. It should be by who has the least amount of cartilage in their left knee.
Just want to take a bath.
Say no to sharing. Say yes to Sprint. With truly unlimited data, text, and calling.
He is suffering from flu-like symptoms.
We had to help him into the locker room. It made me a believer. Not in luck or fate.
You can see how exhausted Michael Jordan
but in
is.
the will to win. You win from within.
Classic performance by Michael Jordan.
Hey, it's Sandra from accounting.
Peter.
I can see that you're busy, but you were going to help us crunch the numbers for accounts receivable today? I mean, I know that this is important.
Well, both are important.
They are.
Let's get clear.
But this is important too.
The receivables.
Michelin knows it's better for Xerox to help manage their finance processing so they can focus on keeping the world moving. With Xerox, you're ready for real business.
Now, Coach, the Niagara game was not only the final game before Christmas break, it was your fourth game in 7 days. So a ragged performance would have been understandable, but it was one of your best performances of the year.
You're right, Jack. It was a busy week for us to have all those games packed in, but I thought we did a great job coming out. We were very ready to play. You're always worried about the guys. They're packed to get home for Christmas, but we got out of the gate early. Really good pass here by Jaron on a screen roll situation, and he and Jack Cooley have got the old screen roll down pretty darn good. Jack with a power move in the post. I don't know how he got that in. He shot that left-handed. Really tough move by Jack against the Niagara defense. We do a great job of skip passing. Pat Connaughton's skip pass to Cameron, and Cameron makes a big three. Again, Cameron off the bench for us was really good. He continues to grow in that role of coming off the bench and scoring. Niagara kind of playing a matchup zone. We hit Jack in the high post. Eric Atkins knocks down a jumper. He continues to shoot well. Passing away from the defense. Really good post feed by Jaron. It led Jack to the bucket for a power move. Again, against their zone, Eric with a little baseline drive. Jack Cooley in an ever-present place of cleaning it up and an offensive rebound. Hitting the high post against the zone is always a good principle. Jaron on a drive, we kick back. Our spacing is good. That's something we do very, very well. Find people spotting up on the perimeter. Again, Eric on a cut and a baseline drive. Love him when he's down on the baseline. We try and get him down there against zone. Post feed. Garrick with a really good move. He's got good footwork. He continues to give us a great lift off the bench. Early offense here, making the extra pass. We find Cam, and when he can come off the bench and knock shots down for us, it gives us a really very good weapon. Transition here. How about this play by Garrick? He is really crafty around the bucket underneath with left and right hand, finding a way to shoot it. Good defense here. We rebound it by Scott. We're off in transition. Garrick running the court, stretches the defense. We throw ahead for a three-point shot. Cam really feeling comfortable and confident. Jaron Grant, a flashback from the one he got wiped out. He actually slowed down. I'm glad he didn't get wiped out on that one. Skip pass. And Jaron steps up and takes a big-time shot. Joe Mihalik, a good friend, and he broke out the mock turtleneck.
He looked good.
He looked good. They've continued to go on and win since we've played them. But a very good win to end the break, to get into the break for us.
As you can see, you shoot 62% for the game, 50% from three, and you had 25 assists. Jack Cooley, season highs of 24 points and 15 rebounds.
Jack, again, sets the tone for us. When he scores early and gets putbacks for us early, it gives us confidence. But that was really a team effort of moving the ball.
After the Niagara game came the aforementioned two-week break before the Irish opened Big East play at Purcell Pavilion against Seton Hall. Worried the Irish might be rusty for their conference debut? Forget about it. All the highlights of an outstanding performance by Mike Brey's team are coming up next.
CBO, cheddar, bacon, onion.
Yeah, it's tremendous.
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 Say hello to McDonald's new CBO. Smooth cheddar, crispy bacon, grilled onions on the Angus third pounder or premium chicken sandwiches. CBO, the simple joy of tremendous.
Yeah.
Only Mazda is so obsessed with the future of driving that it's revolutionizing everything. SkyActiv technology makes vehicles stronger with two top safety picks and more fuel efficient, like the 40 mpg Highway Mazda 3 and the 2013 Mazda CX-5. No compromises. We build Mazdas. What do you drive? The Mazda 3 is now available with attractive lease and finance offers, but only for a limited time.
At Meijer, folks are surprised at the brands they find at such low prices, like Sarah, who recently discovered the joy of cooking in her own place, or the Andersons, who are taking their recent health kick to a new level, or Maria, whose passion for baking has outgrown her hand mixer, and Tom, whose technology advisor just convinced him to upgrade. With so many great brands at low Meijer prices, everyone can save on the things they want. Experience the savings, experience the difference. Meijer.
Coach, it's not unusual for a team to struggle in their first conference game of the season, but I'm not sure a team could play any better than you did in your conference opener against Seton Hall.
We've been so good after layoffs. The 2 one-week layoffs we had in December, we played well, and after a 2-week layoff, we were so anxious to get Big East play started. This group has Big East goals, and we got out of the gate against Seton Hall. And I'm really proud of our group and our preparation. We're going to play against the zone. Seton Hall sits in that zone. Jaron probes the gap, and Eric steps up and knocks down a shot. We continue to shoot the ball well. Great pass by Pat Connaughton on the baseline. Eric with a runner on the baseline. We ball screen the zone. This is what Eric Atkins is doing so well. Getting into the paint, pivoting a little bit, and finding a guy who's shooting the ball really well in Scott Martin. How about that find? All the way back across the court. Cameron Bescheid off the bench gives us some big stuff. There's another one. Get into the lane, pivot, turn, and find a shooter. Again, Atkins, I think, does that as well as anybody in the country. There it is again. Wait. He's patient, finds Jaron moving around, knocks down a short jump shot. And we get off to a pretty good start against a very good basketball team. You know, cleans it up there. Cameron plays 24 minutes in his first Big East game and gives us some big buckets, especially in the first half. Skip pass, one of the things we really do well, and there he is, the best offensive rebounder in the country, cleaning it up against the back of their zone. Really moving the ball well here. Nice short jump shot. This is classic Jack Cooley. Rebound in traffic, go up in traffic, three-point play. Often a little bit of early offense right here. How about Eric's move? Left hand, he's probing and finishing around the basket better than he ever has in his career. Great find by Jaren Grant, throwing back across his body to a hot shooting Scott Martin. That's our fake alley-oop, right, Jack? We kind of fake it, and we find Scott Martin in the corner, who is on a roll. Scott with 6 3-point shots in this game, shooting the ball as well as he's ever shot it, better than he's ever shot it. And what's smart about our team, we keep finding him. That's the one thing I love about this group. They find guys. Jaren Grant off a ball screen, hard to the bucket. He's able now with the stronger body to take the hit and get to the foul line to finish a 3-point play. Jack Cooley, how about that hand? Come over, deflection, we come up with it. Ball screen, Jaren Grant turning the corner, finds Jack and a finish right there. And really a great way to start Big East play. Proud of our group. We were in a fantastic offensive rhythm.
56.5% from the floor, 67% from three, 25 assists for the second straight game. And your team this year has consistently been at the 20 assist or more mark. How impressive is that?
Very impressive. We take a lot of pride, Jack. We lead the nation in assists, and we're in the top there in assist to turnover. I think we're second. But it's something in our program when I got here, we wanted that to be something we hung our hat on. That culture of passing that we've developed in our program is a great weapon.
The Irish were in control with an 8-point lead at halftime of the Seton Hall game, but impressively put the game away with a 16-5 run to start the second half.
We always say the first 4 minutes of the second half are the most important, and today we did a great job with coming out and jumping on them early.
You know, I felt we were being efficient, and I felt we were getting good looks against their zone, and we've been forcing them to play a little man-to-man there for a while, so I think we made them uncomfortable, and the big thing is we were able to hit shots, and the more shots you hit, the better you're going to do.
You know, so many parts of a basketball game are important. Non-fans say, well, it's only the last 2 minutes. No, you can determine a game at any point. But how important is it to be able to put games away at the start of a half?
Yeah, we have been really good, especially in our building, of coming out in the second half and getting started. And those first 4 minutes, as Eric Atkins alluded to, have been important to us. And we've really digested that to lock down defensively and be efficient offensively.
So the Irish passed their first conference test with ease. The second conference challenge would not be so easy. A road game against the top 20 team on blackout night in Cincinnati. All the highlights are coming up next. Last season, you had just won your first Big East Conference game at home, and you went down to Cincinnati, and you got thumped. This year, you just won your first Big East Conference game at home. You went down to Cincinnati, and it was a different story.
And I brought last year up with this group, you know, and I think it shows you the maturity and the growth of this year's team. We were so young last year. We took a punch early in the game and really never were able to get back and survive it. This year, we took the punch and really came out of the gate well. We get off to a start with Jack Cooley getting us some buckets to kind of help us, you know. Him scoring here early kind of gave us a little confidence in a very hostile crowd and atmosphere. That's the old lob pass, and Jack with a big, strong move and a left-hand finish. His buckets again made us believe, you know, that we could get going. Really good outlet here. Again, our ability to see the floor. Eric with a three-point play, and we're off to a pretty good start right there. We really are. Now, timeout, coming out of that timeout where the punch, here we go. There's 1-3. You know, they're up 20-11. We go 1-3. Baseline drive and kick. We do this as well as anybody in the country. Eric Atkins, there's 2 threes. We run a little set for Jaren Grant. They get confused on the matchup. There's 3 threes after a 20-11 deficit. Pat, drive, find Scott Martin. There's 4 threes on a probe. How about this play? Kick, extra pass, beautiful basketball. There's 5 threes to actually take the lead, and we're going to got one more here. A skip pass over, and Scott Martin with another one. So
6 in a row.
6 in a row. I mean, I don't know. I can't remember 6 in a row in a game. We've made double-digit threes a lot of times. Here we are in the second half. Eric Atkins does a great job. They're really aware of our three-point shooters, so now we're working inside a little bit on screen roll situations. Great movement. Ball reversal right there. Jaren Grant knocks it down. Probing. This is what he's doing new this year, getting into traffic, off 2 feet, drawing the hit, and knocking the free throw down. Good defense here. They make one, and they actually take the lead. You know, so we're in a dogfight. Jaren Grant comes right back off of a ball screen set and answers to tie it up. That's a big answer back bucket on the road to make you feel you can go. How about this? How about the vision here? How about the vision of our point guard finding Jack Cooley on a roll right there? Now Garrick Sherman. Jaren finds him on a roll. They're really aware of our shooters, so we're rolling down the lane for 2-point shots, and we open up a little bit of a lead there. Great movement here. Pat Connaughton probes. We kick it out. We really have them moved around defensively. Scott Martin knocks one down. End of the game. What a great job switching the ball screens, guarding the three-point line, and our 6'9" center blocks the point guard shot. So proud of our group and something to build on.
You shoot the ball really well again, 50% from the floor, 56% from 3. We showed the 6 in a row to end the half. You hit your first one in the second half, so you hit 7 in a row. You went on to make 9 of 16 in the game, and all 5 of your starters scored in double figures. A pretty good way to start the road portion of your conference schedule.
No question. To win on the road against an NCAA tournament team, something that you can build confidence with, and our scoring balance is another weapon of ours. You just don't know who to take away.
Now, I've been asking Coach questions all show long. Now one of our viewers gets his chance next.
We love seeing you at Bank of America.
But we know you want to be able to bank wherever you are.
Bank of America Mobile Banking lets you bank on your schedule.
Now you can securely deposit checks you get right away with your smartphone camera. Watch this.
It doesn't get more convenient than that. See? Success.
It's amazing. Check balances, pay bills,
and much, much more.
Right here.
Bank on your schedule and deposit checks on the go. Download the Bank of America mobile banking app today.
I need to get back to work.
3, 2, 1.
It's hard to call it radio when it's this out of the box.
Listen to that. Man, you know just what to say.
You might be a redneck.
Fox News alert on several dramatic new developments.
Frank Sinatra.
You're a delightful audience. Let's go to Margaritaville, to the 10, to the 5, touchdown.
This is satellite radio. Welcome to Sirius XM.
It's time now for this week's Ask Coach Brey question presented by CBTS. This week's question comes from Bill Oakley of Winston-Salem, North Carolina, who asks, Coach, what specifically does Notre Dame do to foster the unique and close bond between Notre Dame athletes in all sports? It is obvious all Irish sports are on the same team.
Well, you know, that's not only a good question, that's a great observation. And I think it starts with the residentiality setup on our campus. We do not have athletic dorms. Our student athletes live amongst each other and amongst the normal students, and I think that really grows the bond of togetherness.
Irish fans, if you would like to ask Coach Brey a question, all you have to do is log on to UND.com and click on Ask Coach Brey in the rotating boxes on the middle of the main page. Freshman Austin Burgett is on a team loaded with talent at his position, so fans have not gotten to see him much in games this season. But in practice, Burgett has already shown the skills Coach believes will make him a key contributor to Notre Dame basketball in the years to come and maybe even this season. Now we'll find out how Austin does when he sits on the inside Notre Dame basketball fast break hot seat for the first time.
First car you ever drove?
BMW.
Favorite all-time movie?
Step Brothers.
Favorite part of practice?
Getting a drink.
Worst part of practice?
Beginning of it.
Best part of your game?
Shooting.
Part of your game you need to work on?
Post up.
Player on the team most like you?
Scott Martin.
Favorite sports team?
Lakers.
Favorite player from any sport?
LeBron James.
One thing you always hear from Coach Brey in practice?
Rebound.
Best nickname on the team and who has it?
Me, Burger.
Toughest Notre Dame player to guard?
Jaren Grant.
Best defender on the team?
Pat Connaughton.
Best leaper on the team?
Eric Atkins.
Best dunker on the team?
Eric Atkins.
Best dresser on the team?
Eric Katunda.
Best singer on the team?
Joey Brooks.
Best comedian on the team?
Jack Cooley.
Free throw contest, who wins, you or Coach Brey?
Me.
He's consistent. He was on the radio show, gave us the same answer.
That was pretty consistent. He has such a bright future for us, Jack. He is that stretch four man that we've had a lot of success with. Scott Martin right now is mentoring him to be taken over, soon to come.
When we come back, we'll tell you about a very special auction the basketball team is having right now on UND.com.
Customer Aaron Swenson bought from us online today, so I'm happy.
Sales go up, I'm happy.
It went out today. I'm happy.
What if she's not at home?
She won't be happy.
Use UPS. She can get a text alert, reroute, even reschedule a package. It's UPS My Choice.
You happy?
I'm happy.
I'm happy.
I'm happy.
I'm happy.
I'm happy.
Happy.
Happy. Happy.
Happy.
Happy.
I love logistics.
I'm very happy I made the switch.
It's easy.
They're great.
As I go out, being nervous about going out into the world.
You switch because
for what you get and what they give back.
Of the people.
It'd just be another thing that I know is there for me all the time.
It's a no-brainer.
It's about family. It's about values. It's about doing things the right way.
And that's why I'm sticking with them.
You just get sucked in, and it's great. We're there.
Notre Dame Federal Credit Union. Come home.
You know you're going to get the best when you go to Notre Dame Federal Credit Union.
You know, Notre Dame has always had a special relationship with the state of New Jersey, and now that relationship is even more special because you have a relationship with the governor of New Jersey.
Governor Chris Christie is a Delaware graduate and was very supportive of me in the late 90s when I was the head coach at the University of Delaware, always had my back. And with the devastation of Hurricane Sandy in his state, I just felt with Rutgers coming to town and that being the state university of New Jersey to try and do something fundraising for the relief efforts back in New Jersey. The great thing is Governor Christie will be here to accept a check from us. He's a big basketball fan. He's a big Notre Dame hoops fan. His daughter's going to take a little look at Notre Dame. She's a high school junior. But I think it's a great cause, and it's something that's in the fabric of the mission here at Notre Dame.
And it's a really cool auction. For example, the jerseys, the black jerseys worn by Notre Dame starters in the victory over Kentucky, they are up for auction. Not replicas, the actual jerseys, the rim and net that you shot at during the second half of your upset of Syracuse. All kinds of cool things. Floor seats that you can't get, that you can never get. So log on to UND.com, and the check will be presented at halftime of the Notre Dame-Rutgers game on January 19th, and the auction will continue until that time. We also want to mention Jack Cooley. As you said on the show, best offensive rebounder in the country, double-double guy. This week he was named to the John Wooden Award mid-season top 25.
Well, you've heard me say continually in the last 2 years what a great story he is in college basketball. This is yet another chapter in that story. That's an elite crew to be in there, the top 25 mid-season Wooden nominees, and so well-deserved with what he does for us and how he sets the tone. And I hope this gives him even more confidence down the stretch.
The challenges just keep rolling when you play in the Big East, and a UConn team is coming to Purcell Pavilion. They're not getting a single vote in the top 25 polls, but you watch them play, they are still very good.
Well, they're the last team to beat us in this place, so they're going to come in confident. They've got great guards. They beat Michigan State early in the season, and with great guards, you have a chance every night. So a great Big East challenge for us. Transition defense is going to be a key. Guarding ball screens is going to be a key. I hope we can keep up our offensive efficiency.
All right, Coach, thank you. A pleasure as always. That'll do it for this week's edition of Inside Notre Dame Basketball. Of course, we'll have all the highlights of the UConn and St. John's games on next week's show. Until then, thanks for watching, and as always, go Irish. Inside Notre Dame Basketball with Mike Brey has been brought to you by Team Notre Dame members Adidas, Gatorade, McDonald's, Coca-Cola, Sprint, and Xerox. Inside Notre Dame Basketball is also sponsored by Bank of America, Xfinity from Comcast, Mazda, Meyer, Notre Dame Federal Credit Union, Sirius XM Satellite Radio, and UPS.